Australian soap Neighbours is approaching its 30th year anniversary, with the first episode being aired on the 18th of March 1985. I caught up with two of the show's stars to find out all about their time on the show and to test their neighbours' knowledge. Here's what happened when I caught up with Alan Fletcher and Ryan Maloney. Hello, my name's Ophelia. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you as well.
Now, Neighbours is approaching 30 years now. Why do you think it's so popular in, Australia, overseas in particular?
You mean? Because we're so good looking, really. I think that's
kept
really
it going,
why.
yeah.
I think people watch the show and they go, "Wow, I wish I lived there," because they are all good looking.
Except for me, so I'm old and tired. So I think the reason they watch is because we have a nice light touch on our show. I think that people like that. They like to see the high drama, but they love to have that nice lightness. We've got lots of comedy. I mean,
yes.
We do. We take things very seriously.
And you've played Jared, but I can't even call you Toadie anymore. I call you Jared now, so I'm kind of
Why?
I don't know, because you're so.
Because Sonia calls me.
Yes, of
Jared.
course.
Yeah.
Nell's the cutest little girl.
She's
Cutest
she's
little
pretty
girl.
cute.
She's
You
gorgeous.
just kind of want to eat her.
I know, she's so lovely. She's got a little personality now as well. She's starting to say little words as well. She's so cute. But about your character, you started off as the teenager. You loved the prankster. You were very colourful personality. You still got that now, but you're a serious family man.
I'm boring now.
No, you're a family man now. And your own business. Everything's different. How's it been playing that role, seeing the transition between Toadie going into now Jared and Becky, family man?
It's just probably a natural progression, really. I think that's kind of what happens to everybody.
Yeah.
They're kind of young and they're all always silly and always doing silly things.
I wasn't.
No?
Well, you were never young.
Wow.
I stay young, me.
Gosh.
Bless you.
It's going to be awkward for me. So, yes. She's really haggard. I don't know.
I think you are young now. I guess you must have always been young.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So it's just a natural progression of things. So I think it's it's quite fun. I try to chuck in as much comedy as I can when it's there.
Indeed. And with the Doctor, with Karl, we've seen two of his kids come back. We've seen Libby come back. We've seen Mal. How come Billy's not been back?
Well, he's just really tied up with that carpentry business in Brisbane. It's very testing for his young kids. And he actually doesn't earn a lot of money, so he can't afford to fly down, even for funerals or weddings.
Nothing.
No, it's really tough. In fact, he makes so little money, he can't really even afford to ring.
We don't hear from him much, do we?
So it's a bit distressing, but that's okay.
It's alright, you don't have any photos of him anywhere.
No.
There's a big one in the front room.
Painting.
Painting.
Yeah, so that's how we remember him watching.
And that's probably the best way to remember him, is just being young and cute.
But loads of cast are coming back. Could he be one of them come back? Would you like him to come back and have a new story?
I would, in all seriousness, of course, I would love him to come back. Jesse's a fantastic guy.
Yeah.
He does come back to Melbourne often to see his family, but contractually he can't.
Yeah.
So he's wedded to Chicago Fire. And
oh yes, of course.
it's just the way it works.
Indeed. And also, I love that. And in terms of characters coming back, who would you like to come back if you had any character from the past come back? Who would you choose, Ryan?
I do Connor and Lance. Do those two. Yeah.
I've always loved Joe Mangle.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I love working with Mark Little. He's very funny, and I've known him for many years.
Yeah.
And I thought he was sort of quintessential Neighbours.
Indeed.
Joe Mangle character.
He was. And which characters do you dislike? Not people. Characters. For me, at the moment, Nate. I can't warm to him. I know he's got a really interesting story, but for me personally, as a character, I can't. And I worry about Chris, and I worry about Susan with being him around. So who would you not like, or which character would worry you? Would you say, or make you think,
I don't know.
Well, it's hard because you see, I think every character slots into the drama.
Yeah.
Like if every character was lovely and sweet and nice and charming and transparent, we wouldn't have a show. So I actually like the characters I might not like.
Yeah.
Are the ones I like the best because they're the reason.
Because they keep
ones
watching
make
you wonder. Exactly. Indeed.
That's a bit of an existentialist nightmare, really, isn't it?
It is. I got confused.
You need to have people on the show you hate, so that you will love to watch it.
Well, it's the same. It's like Paul Robinson, isn't it? You love to hate him.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
But we do see a soft side to Paul sometimes, though. You do every now and again.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see that in the next couple of weeks, actually, because Paul actually he pulls up to some terrible mischief, and he's really pushing the boundaries. But at the same time, when Christmas comes around, because we're 2 weeks ahead of you, you haven't had our Christmas yet. When Christmas comes around, Paul does something very magnanimous. So it's it's kind of interesting. You're quite right.
I'm so curious because I saw the little snip today where obviously he didn't mean to do what he did with Therese, but that kind of had some consequence that he didn't wish for. So it's horrible being behind because there was so much.
Well, it's only 2 weeks, so it's not really that much.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Yeah.
And in terms of, the show, you have got your band in the right prescription, or Karl is in the right prescription, and you've got a band outside of the show.
Yeah.
How do you fit the time in to be part of Neighbours, to do Panto, and also perform with your band?
It all sorts together. Ryan and I both took a small amount of time off from that.
Let's just preface this with he is a freak of nature. He is a scheduling just mastermind. He
makes it happen.
All of the interviews and everything like today, like he's worked out. Oh well, I'm not going to get in the car to go to that interview. What I'm going to do is it's quicker for me to get on the tube. But while I'm walking to there, I can go past the bank. I need to go to the pharmacy. There's a guitar shop that I wanted to check out, and I bought myself a pair of shoes. And then he turns up to the interview. He's just amazing. He's a freak.
I do like to keep busy, but look, it sounds like I do a lot, but in reality, I do a fraction of what I used to do. For 10 years on Neighbours, I ran a photography business where I was up until 2-3 in the morning printing photos while being an actor. And I only did that because I thought, well, Neighbours might end tomorrow,
And there was that period of time where you did lots of voiceovers.
That's true.
Yeah.
There was a little
and the joke was always, okay, are we going to finish this? Because I've got a voiceover here too.
And you also took some time out as well to do Celebrity Big Brother over here.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Did you enjoy Celebrity Big Brother? Did you find it?
It was interesting.
It was, yeah?
Yeah, it was really quite interesting. I think, to be
yourself?
honest, the boredom was probably the biggest thing. They gave you nothing to do for the whole time.
And did you expect with Celebrity Big Brother what you expected when you went into it?
I expected a bit more activity, a bit more, things to keep you interested. But no. I didn't really have much expectations because I didn't watch Big Brother at all. So, I was kind of like, oh, well, just to see what this is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. It was, it was a crazy experience.
Definitely. And could you see yourself in the Big Brother house?
Not at the moment, to be honest. It's interesting you say that because I do find it hard to sort of just sit still.
So
I can imagine myself going completely nuts, playing chess games in my mind. I don't know what you do, but I never say never.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just kind of not. It doesn't sit right for me.
Yeah.
I've just got other things I prefer to be doing. My kids are 17 and 19. They're coming up for the last bit of schooling, and one's starting a job, and so I've got a lot more free time as a result of that. And so next year we'll see. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And how are you going to celebrate the 30 years of Neighbours? Of course, I know we've got the show coming up, the episode for the 30th anniversary, but how are you going to celebrate as a team? Is there a party going out? You're going to be in England, UK, and Australia?
We don't know the plans yet, do we? There will be a smash-up party in Australia, I'm absolutely sure. And I know that Channel 5 here has got some fantastic plans.
How come?
Oh, well, I'm sure you can fly out.
Yeah, Channel 5 says yes.
Channel 5, yeah.
Beautiful. We'll fly you out, no problem at all.
Oh,
we'll pass the head around with the car.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much for talking to me about the show and, of course, about you two being very open. But I've got a bit of a quiz. Would you like to take part in it?
I would love to.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you multiple choice. So
can I answer these questions?
Oh yeah, there's 6 questions actually. I was going to do 3 each, but whoever jumps in first actually see. But I don't have a buzzer. I was going to bring a bell.
You say Ryan, I'll say Fletch.
Well, why don't we say Sonia and Susan?
Sonia, I'll say Susan. You say Sonia. Okay.
No, you say Sonia. I say Susan.
Oh, that reminds me of a story.
The tattoo story. Hey.
Can you share tattoo stories?
Oh, we can't tell you that one.
Tell me when we're not rolling.
Top secret.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we've got the quick fire questions. So what I'm going to do, I need to shout out if you know the answers. So I'm going to give you the 3, but you can't shout until I've given you the 3 options. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So this first one, the first episode of Neighbours was aired in 1985. Which month? Hang on. January, March, or December?
Sonia.
Oh.
March, 18th of March.
Oh,
bang!
Boom!
Look
Look
at
at you.
It's my wedding anniversary.
Oh.
Is it really? Wow. You
That's
got
right.
married on the first day the names came out.
That's
Oh, what a way to celebrate!
That's what it's meant to be. Okay, so 1 minute.
Neighbours is on and let's get married!
I know.
We got married watching that.
Can we wrap this thing up because we've got a show to watch?
Well, we're going to have the second one, so it's 1-0 to Alan. So the next one is, okay, Neighbours started in 1985 with 3 families, the Robinsons, the Ramseys, and who were the third? So hang on, the Clarks, the Carpenters, the Mangles.
Susan. Clarks.
Well done! 1-0, right, okay. Sorry, 1-1. Okay, third one. Okay, in what year did Scott and Charlie get married? 1985, 1987 or 1989?
Susan.
Oh, go on, you was first.
87.
Yes, 2-1. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, now this says, this is a bit of a tough one now. This says, many actors have enjoyed musical success in the UK charts, including Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan. Natalie Imbruglia.
Okay,
Alan
you're going
Fletcher.
to hear them all.
No, so you're at this now. So you're at this now, Ryan.
No, I thought for sure it was
that.
Ellen.
You've got to let me finish the question. Natalie Imbruglia has also had a #1 album in the UK. What was the album title? A, Counting Down the Minutes, B, Counting Down the Hours, or C, Counting Down the Days? Only for Alan.
I would have said torn, you see. Counting down the days.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Well done. So 2-1. Did you know that?
Okay. No, it was good. No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, you've got 2 more.
Neither did he. He just guessed.
No, it seems to be the kind of like the counting down the minutes. That just doesn't
That's
sound
not like an album title. No, of
Yeah.
course.
It sounds like you're waiting for the album to finish.
Yeah.
Counting down the minutes.
So 49
We
minutes
can
album.
put it out there. Now this one, okay. Who was Paul Robinson's first wife? I hope I pronounced this right. A, Terry Inglis, B, Lynn Scully, or C, Rebecca Napier?
Susan. The first one you said.
Terry.
Yeah.
It was Terry. What's the score?
3 and 2.
3-2. What's
Yeah.
This is the crushing.
This is it,
this
the
is the one.
final now.
This is
Okay.
because you're right over the edge.
Okay, this one was tricky for me as well, so
Over the edge.
this one, will it be a draw? This one, okay. How long is Neighbours screen for each episode? Is it A, 19 minutes, B, 22 minutes, or C, 24 minutes?
So it's only
Oh.
22 minutes.
Yeah, so it's a draw. We finished on a draw. Well done. Thank you for taking part. Oh my God.
Pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you. Are you proud of yourselves?
We are.
Yeah, you got through it. Thank you. I got through it as well.
You did well.
Thank you for taking the time out to speak with us, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more showbiz info from me, Ophelia Dennis for Unreality TV, and please feel free to subscribe below.